Hello, Oregon leaders. We're happy that you're here today and excited to be showing you how to make these super awesome dog tug toys. So I am Mrs. Ransom. I'm a teacher here at South Middle School, and I'd like to introduce you to my incredible student council officers this year.
Hi, I'm Levi. I'm the 8th grade rep here.
I'm Zoe, and I'm co-secretary.
I'm Margaret, and I'm one of the 7th grade reps.
I'm Laura, and I'm one of the other 7th grade reps.
I'm Jenna. I'm one of the co-presidents.
I'm Jacob, and I'm also one of the co-presidents.
I'm McKenna, and I'm a 7th grade rep.
I'm Kaylin, and I'm also one of the 7th grade reps.
All right, so we're going to show you how to make our dog tug toys. You can see it's a spiral pattern that moves around, nice and stretchy. The tighter that you tie it, the harder it's going to be for the dog to take it apart. You want to make sure that you have nice handles on the end so that you can pull and play with the dog. So starting out, you're going to need 4 strips of fabric. We like to use 2 solids and 2 patterns. We're making 2-inch strips, dog toys. You can make them 3-inch or 4-inch for bigger dogs. If you want them to be wider, you can make them longer if you choose as well. These are the size that we're going to be using today. You want to line up your strips so they go pattern, solid, all 4 together, lining up the end, and you'll have it ready. Once those are all lined up together and ready to go, you're going to take a couple fingers, place them at the top, pull it around to make a knot, and slide the material through. You want to make sure all 4 pieces come through at the end, and then you want to pull. Now you want that piece to be about as big as your hand. You don't want a huge piece at the end, and you don't want it to be too little. Then as you want to tighten, you want to make sure you keep that end about that same size. If you pull the knot down, then you'll end up with a really big piece at the end. If you push the knot up, you won't have a big enough piece. So you keep pulling and pushing that knot together until it's nice and tight, and you've got your end ready to go. All right, so for the next step, you want to take the knot and place it between your knees. That way you can hold on to it and you can pull on it. You're going to take your 4 strips, and you want the 2 solids to come out to the sides, and you want the 2 patterns to fall to the top and then 1 toward you. From this point on, we're going to call these our north, west, south, and east strips. So looking forward, pointing toward the top is going to be north, pointing toward you is south, pointing to your left is west, pointing to your right is east. You're going to pick up your west strip and make the number 4 using your west strip and your south strip. So it's kind of a fancy 4 sitting on your lap. Once you've made the 4, you then are going to grab your south strip and take it and place it up next to the north strip. Then you'll grab your east strip, take it across and place it next to the west strip. And you'll grab your north strip, bring it down. This is the only one that's different. As you bring it down, it needs to loop through your number 4. And at this point in time, you can see you've got kind of a messy, loose hashtag. Once you have those in place, you're simply going to grab the 2 opposites. So you can grab the 2 patterns, the north and south, and do a gentle pull. Grab the 2 solids, east and west, a gentle pull. Patterned again, gentle pull. And you can see we're pulling into a little square knot. So you can see, and you want to pull it down nice and tight. Not too tight, you don't want to rip anything, but you want it to be nice and tight. If you've done it correctly, you can see the 4 pieces together. That's the step that you're going to continue over and over again. So you simply reset. Again, we have north, west, south, and east. Same pattern. Take your west strip, make a number 4 with your south strip. Then we're going to work around the compass. Take the south up, lay it next to the north, take the east over, lay it next to the west, grab your north strip, bring it down and loop it through your number 4. Look for your hashtag again, and then it's a gentle pull in opposite directions. And again, as we pull, we'll know that we did it right when we see the small square that appears. And then again, we reset. And we will continue that pattern. The number 4, south, east, north, tuck through the 4, and pull. Check and make sure you have your square, reset, and again, 4, south, east, north. You'll notice it doesn't matter if they're twisted, because as you pull together, everything is going to just pull nice and tight. And again, there's our box, there's our square. We can reset and continue. Okay, so as you're continuing, you're going to notice your strips are going to become shorter. And you want to continue to just keep following the same pattern. You just have to be careful. Just keep following the same pattern. But you can see when we pull it tight, we've still got some pieces on here. I want to stop when I have a little more than a hand at the end. So I think I'm going to go a couple more times. So notice anytime you pick it up and set it back down, it doesn't matter how you set it down as long as you have your pattern strips at north and south and your solid strips at east and west. We'll go a couple more. Our hashtag is just getting really small now and doesn't take as many times to pull it tight. And as it gets smaller, you may find that it's easier when you make your number 4 to keep your finger there to keep that loop open. So I just keep my finger in the number 4 right there. So as I bring my north strip back to go down, I can loop it through. I'm going to do one more. Again, they're just going to keep doing the same pattern. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to go ahead and tie it just like we tied the first time. So we're going to wrap it. I'm going to pull these tight because it makes it a little bit easier. Wrap it around a couple fingers. Push it through. I want to make sure again that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So I've got all 4. And push it through. And then I want to make sure that I pull that knot down. Remember, I want to have it about the length of a hand. So I'm going to pull that knot down toward my pattern that I've been making because I want to make sure that I keep that nice and tight. So I'm going to pull my knot there, pull it up a little bit, and then work it back down again. So again, I have just a little over a handful there at the end. If you want to, if your strips aren't the same length, you can go back and trim them, but they're pretty close. So I would say that this is a pretty successful tug toy. So thank you for being with us today and learning how to make our dog tug toys. We hope you had a great time. We hope you are able to take this community service project back to your own community. So thank you again and have a wonderful day. Go Leadership!